Hello there, Gemini. Happy full moon to you. This is your special full moon. Ooh, and my name is Ariel. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. This is your full moon reading, and it is your full moon in Gemini for the last full moon of 2019, last full moon of the decade. And yes, here is the magical full moon I'm playing with special for your video because it's just so much fun and it's so beautiful. I can't wait to do your reading. So yes, before we get started, thank you so much to everybody out here. I've had an amazing amount of subscriptions the last couple weeks. The numbers are really growing on the channel, and I'm just so grateful for all of you for doing that. So yes, if you have not been here before, welcome, and if you're visiting again, thank you so much for being here. If you have not yet done so, do reach out, hit that subscribe button, join the dragon family, and also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoyed the content of this video. So Gemini, oh my goodness, we are in your time, and it's so super awesome because this is going to be your full moon. It's going to be on December 12th, and what's really interesting on the numerology on this, so December 12th at 12:12 a.m. no joke, that's when the full moon arrives for you guys. And it's interesting, all those 12s, each one of them adds up to a 3, which is you are the third sign. And 333 adds up to 9, number completion. Oh my goodness. I think this is going to be a powerful reading for you guys. So yeah, that puts that full moon right into the universal first house for you, Gemini. Lights up your personality, lights up who you are. Communication is going to be really strong, very emotional because it is the full moon energy. You will be thinking fast, communicating fast, people will be calling you, it'll be a little bit overwhelming, so I do recommend taking some time out for yourself, you know, during that full moon, a couple days before or after. Give yourself some time to just absorb those full moon rays and enjoy the energy coming through there. The sun is still traveling in Sagittarius, so that's doing, you know, that push-pull dance on the full moon energy, so that will be felt in your 7th house. It will be a balancing feeling between your own energy and that of other people because the 7th house is all about our relationships. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. First, a few quick notes before we do that is that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Gemini out there. So if the messages resonate with you, take those on in. They belong to you. And if they don't resonate with you, kick them on out to another Gemini. This will mostly correspond with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising in Gemini. And also all Gemini cross watchers are welcome to join in. And all my info about booking personal readings and the card decks I use, etc., all in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and get into it. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign of Gemini as we do their full moon reading for December 2019. Please protect their energy as well as mine and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you. Ooh, so let's get into it. Gemini, tell me about this. All right, so your immediate past, so this past full moon cycle, because the full moon cycles are kind of like 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. It's like full moon to full moon, working through your fears with that new moon in Scorpio. So this has been a very deep past cycle, and we know that this last full moon cycle would have been going through your 12th house, which would have been very strong indeed, very deep energy. So definitely you have been working through some stuff. You have been going through some deep, dark, intense time. So let's pull another lunar card and just deepen that message up. And this has been all about reassessing, reevaluating, reorganizing, purging old thoughts, purging old habits, things that have no longer served you, of really, old karma that you feel like, you've definitely lived down and you've definitely worked through, and that of other people's as well. Because that is that first quarter moon. So it's like you've kind of come halfway, you've kind of come through quite a bit of this, and you're ready for some new, fresh energy. So going into what the Gemini moon is going to be bringing to you right now, a time to give rather than take. So the new moon in Virgo. So there's a lot of, letting go rather than taking things in. And I feel that that's a very, very positive time, kind of timing for you right now as we go into this present energy. It's all about releasing, Gemini. It's all about letting things go that don't serve you anymore. Things that don't, contribute to your overall well-being. The new moon in Virgo energy is very much about physical healing and well-being and service to others. So that's why, of course, it's saying give rather than take. But this is definitely a time of divesting because we're clearing the decks of this last 10 years of energy and patterns, and we're going into a brand new energy with 2020 coming up next month. So let's pull another card for this. Oh, look at that with the bunny. I love this card because it's got a little bunny sitting down there. And this is the long night moon of darkness. So the long night moon, I believe that is this moon, because that's the December. Yeah, this is, your full moon coming in with that card. So this is very, very perfect timing. This is sometimes feeling like you're taking that journey through the dark, going towards the light. So Gemini, I absolutely feel that this is a time when you're really, purging. You've already rather really identified quite a bit of what you want to let go of, because you've got that Scorpio energy and that assessing and reevaluating, in that immediate past over this last month. It's like now you're stepping in and saying, you know what, I know exactly what needs to be let go of. I know what I need to lay down and get rid of so that it doesn't, get in my way as I move into this new cycle. And then look what's coming up. This is the energy that you're bringing through over the next 30 days, going into the immediate future, is the full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And we have got 4 planets in Capricorn moving through the sky right now. So absolutely, you're working through, we all are, we're all working through that very, very strong karmic endings, karmic beginnings, old cycles, new cycles, coming through with that Capricorn energy. And look at that, we got the hot moon came up on top of that. So a little bit of extremes coming into play there, Gemini. It's been sometimes blowing hot and cold for you, hasn't it? And that hot moon, that's getting into next June. And that is the time when the sun is back in Gemini. So pay attention for that hot moon, that full moon that would be in Sagittarius. So yeah, very interesting. It's kind of that 6 months out. So this could also be saying that, you're working through and you're getting through, the end of a lot of calmative, cycles. And so next, the next time that you really feel like, wow, the manifestation is really strong about all the stuff that you've purged and let go, could be that full moon in June. It could be an important month for many of the Geminis watching this out there. So let's get into your tarot. We're just going to deepen up these past, present, future messages that the full moon is bringing through. Yes. Oh my goodness, Gemini. So, who's been messing with y'all? I'm telling you. So this past month has flown by super fast for most of you. There's that Knight of Swords rushing through, mental energy, just, really, really strong, really fast, really powerfully abrupt. getting into that long night moon, like we said, dark night of the soul, releasing, time to clear, cleanse, and purge. And look what we're cleansing and purging there, Gemini. Look at that Three of Swords, that heartbreak, those old pains, those old emotional disappointments, all of the things. Anytime somebody has stabbed you in the back or let you down or betrayed you, just, we're going to shake that on out. We're going to get that out of there. No more of that for my Gemini. As we're going through into the immediate future, look at that though. The World card comes up like that. I said with the Capricorn energy of the hard work's paying off. The end of a tough cycle is, you know, it's coming around. So it's like there's that World. This is all about completion of a cycle, and a very positive completion of a cycle. So any kind of things that you've gone through in the past, things that you're going through right now, this could also be bringing up, you know, old pains or old wounds that had laid buried for a while. I'm getting that for some of you is going to be a thing as we go through this Gemini full moon, because it's like, it's time to let it go, Gemini. It's like if someone has hurt you or really done you wrong or not acted honorably in your life, and it's still kind of like a splinter, you know, that just, it still hurts even if it's been a long time. For some of you it's newer, for some of you it's older, but either way, it's like it's really time to put it down. It's really time to let that go, because, you know, there's better coming for you. There's just better coming for you. So let's get some clarification on these cards, please. Oh, yes. Oh, Gemini. Okay. So like I said, that past energy, that Knight of Swords have been rushing through. A lot of conflict. A lot of you having to really stand your ground, stand up for yourself and not back down. And, you know, that gets really tough. That gets really tough. You know, this is like you just feeling like people are coming at you and not treating you right. Just not treating you right. But look at that. To me, that's a real promise of healing. You know, letting go of these old painful cycles, releasing all that heartache. Look at that Nine of Cups coming in with that wish fulfillment. So it's like, you know, this is Spirit really saying, it's like, Gemini, don't be afraid to turn loose of that pain. Don't be afraid to release it, because better things are right around the corner for you. And on top of that World card, look at that Strength card, which is all about your personal strength, your personal courage. This is Leo energy coming in, where Spirit, you know, the divine is working with those parts of us that are very human, as signified by the lion, which we know we can get upset and angry and jealous and sad and depressed and all those things. And Spirit's coming through and saying, look, lion, we're going to work together. I'm going to help you calm down. I'm going to help you figure out how to work through some of this stuff, and we're both going to get stronger as a result. So yes, this is all about a culmination of, you know, endings that are for your best and very, very positive going forward. So this is a really great end to 2019 for you on the full moon cycles. You know, any kind of heartbreaks that you've got, any kind of pains, it's time to release those, Gemini. Very, very good time for that. So let's pull a card from the Spirit Animal deck. I've been really feeling like the super need to get close to the spirit animals. So let's see which message and which animal comes through for you for this full moon cycle, Gemini. There it is. Have patience with yourself. There is the heron coming through, which I love. I love the heron. He's a big, very majestic water bird. And so the message is, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So Gemini, if you feel like things just aren't moving, happening fast enough, this is a reminder. Take it one day at a time. Sometimes just one moment at a time to get through what you need to get through, and moving through that with patience and grace. And the heron, like I said, is very connected to the water, and water is always a symbol of emotion and, you know, intuitive energy. So this is a balance between both, you know, the intellect, which is your air sign because it's a bird, and also that emotion, that water, moving through those emotional places. So Gemini, have a beautiful full moon, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.